Hey everyone, this is Andrew coming to you again with another video update about the branding project I've been a part of for the past year. So far I've given updates about my role on the project and some of the research that we performed, and also some of the language and other communication decisions that we've made regarding how we're going to message the Navigators going forward. But what I haven't shared yet is our brand new logo. So that's what I'd like to do today. But before I show off the new and improved visual representation of the Navigators, I want to show you the mess that we've been in. So let me put this on the screen. This is 45 logos for a single organization. So you can see there's just so much variety and diversity amongst the different visuals we've been using. And in some organizations, that's appropriate. If you're doing drastically different things, then yeah, maybe having different logos would be important and valuable. But the truth of the matter is that while we do ministry in a lot of different places and contexts, that the way we do our ministry is more alike than it is different. And so, lest I make it sound like this is somebody else's fault that we're in this mess, I would like to point out that I made 5 of these logos here. So with that in mind, with the notion that we have had very little consistency within the way we have visually branded ourselves, I'd like to now show you our new logo and then some of the ways in which we're going to then represent the Navigators in our individual ministries the way you saw there. So without further ado, here is the new Navigators logo. So we're going to do something that we never do, you and I never do in the wild when we see a logo, and that's study it. I do want to show you a few of the decisions that we've made in order to give you an idea of the science behind this visual. So first, you can see on the top there's our past corporate logo, and now below it the new one. You can see we're now using lowercase font to be a little bit more approachable. It's a flat logo as opposed to 3D. I'm not sure the 3D look was in style when we made the last logo, but it's certainly not in style now, so we have ditched the 3D look. We are going with a picture of movement in this. You can see that the sail it appears as though it's in motion, it's moving forward. We've even continued to move the text forward by dropping part of the crossbar on the T and by elongating the ends of the letter, each letter A. We have done some work with just the decisions to drop the word "the," that it becomes a little more personal. It's no longer the name of an organization. It can be an organization, or it can be a collection of people, which is really important to us, that we can seem a little bit more approachable, a little more friendly within the way that we communicate who we are visually. And so that's some of the reasons why we made the decisions we did. The color choices, we tried to make color choices that would be acceptable in all contexts. This branding project was only meant to impact the U.S. Navigator ministry. We're in many, many different countries. It was only meant to impact the U.S. ministry, but that top logo you see there is being used by about half of our international ministries as well. So we knew that even though it's only meant for us from a project scope point of view, that others were going to use it. So we tried to pick some colors that were both attractive, but then also would be acceptable in other cultural contexts. And so like I said, there's a need for some consistency within the sub-ministries in which we have a presence. And so we're going to represent our sub-ministries in a way that looks something like this, where we have the primary logo followed by the name of the sub-ministry. So you'll see collegiate and military and so forth on this page. You might also see, instead of collegiate, if you were on the campus of Florida State University, you would see that as the subheading. If you were at the U.S. Naval Academy, you might see USNA. And we're hoping that this would be something that would be consistent across all parts of our organization, that we'd always use that same corporate logo. And then if we need to add in a sub-ministry for a particular context, that we would do so in a very consistent way. I really like it. I'm really excited to get it used on all of our websites and social media and brochures. I think it's a much more attractive logo than what we've had, and I think it's really going to work out well for our organization. So this is the final update I'm going to give you on where we've been with this project. I'm going to continue to provide updates going forward as we roll out things, as I continue to train staff and all I learn from that process. But that concludes the video updates from what I've been doing over the last year. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have any more questions about what I've been doing with this project, please leave them below. I'm happy to answer them. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much for your continued support of my ministry with the Navigators.